Joining us now with more, Ian Pryor, Communications Director for American Crossroads. Also with us, Doug Schoen, Fox News contributor and a former advisor to President Clinton and to former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Welcome to both of you.
Thanks
Ian,
so much.
There were a lot of concerns, even among Republicans, about who Donald Trump's appointees might be when his first two big jobs go to the chairman of the Republican National Committee, Reince Priebus, and also a senator like Jeff Sessions. Are Republicans feeling reassured?
Well, I think they should be. I mean, look, someone like Jeff Sessions, this is someone that was the United States Attorney in Alabama. He was the Attorney General as well in Alabama, and he's been on the Judiciary Committee in the Senate for 20 years. So I would go so far as to say there may not be somebody more qualified out there than Jeff Sessions to be Attorney General. But let's take that a step further. He's going out, he's talking to Mitt Romney, he's talking to Ted Cruz, Nikki Haley, people that were critics during the campaign season, and now he's talking to Tulsi Gabbard, a Democratic congresswoman from Hawaii, who, if you recall, was one of the first critics of Debbie Wasserman Schultz at the DNC. So it's really interesting how he's conducting these interviews, and it certainly does look like he's going to take ideas from a lot of different places.
Doug, are you surprised at the roster of people who are making their way to Trump's golf course and Trump Tower to be interviewed?
I wouldn't say I'm surprised. I mean, Donald Trump, as Senator Schumer said, was not the recipient of anything more than a plurality of the popular vote. He did win an electoral college mandate, but his larger mission, as the vice president said, is to bring people together. His first goal is to solidify his party, and by interviewing Mitt Romney, I think that'd be a fabulous appointment as Secretary of State. And now to have him reaching out to Democrats is a great second step, because we need unity and we need success. We're not partisans now. We're all Americans. We want Donald Trump to succeed.
We're looking at live interior pictures from Trump Tower because we're waiting for former Texas Governor Rick Perry, who famously competed against Donald Trump in the Republican primary. Ultimately did not last very long, but he is going to be making his way into a meeting with Donald Trump, the president-elect, today. That party unity, Ian, is that something that is easier to talk about than to actually achieve, or are Republicans going to, get on board with the president-elect pretty quickly?
Well, I think naturally they're going to start to get on board with the president-elect. There was a poll today showing a big spike in President-elect Trump's approval ratings, and that's natural after an election, but I think he's doing all the right things. Look, some of the people he's talking to I really think are going to do a good job if he ends up selecting them. Scott Brown is a name that came up on Friday for the Veterans Affairs position, somebody that was a 30-year individual in the National Guard. He retired as a colonel. He was on the Veterans Committee in the Senate. I mean, these are good possible picks that could lead an administration that is looking to bring, like Doug said, both sides of the aisle together, and I think he's well on his way to doing that.
Doug, there were a lot of eyebrows raised after the 2008 elections when Barack Obama appointed Hillary Clinton to be his Secretary of State.
Right.
If somebody like Mitt Romney were to get the job offer from Donald Trump, I mean, there was way more bad blood between those two, at least during the campaign season, than there was between Hillary and Barack Obama.
Well, I think that's true, and Governor Romney is somebody who said in the 2012 election that the greatest threat to the United States is Russia and Vladimir Putin. Obama disagreed, but clearly there's evidence to support Governor Romney's view, and General Michael Flynn and the president-elect himself have a very different view of Russia. So I think it would be great to get a diversity of opinions and views on foreign policy at the highest levels of our government.
Doug Schoen, Ian Pryor, gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Great.